defense for why you people prefer Smut over visual con is that it's easy to kind of be the director and producer.
Period. Like you can do everything. You even all the things they are saying, they're just mouth suggestions. You can throw it away.
Okay, so but at the same time, the irony I find in this is that, as far as I know, you guys don't actually like most of these things that you read about. Like, okay, let me be more clear here. There's a book boyfriend and there's a normal boyfriend. Like, imagine your boyfriend starts saying something like, and you want to call animal control on him.
Yes, I saw a Twitter thread about it, and then people were saying that you will see something like, oh, he grabbed her by the neck and pushed her against the wall. And in your head, I mean, that's even still mild, but like in your head,
still mild. Hello guys, you're welcome to a brand new episode of the Big Face Show. I have brought my very acoustic friend here today. She has touched everything in this room.
Don't say it like that. You're going to make them think I've touched what I should not have touched.
If not the distance, you would have touched me.
Okay.
Your hands don't stay in one place. You touched everything, like left like fingerprint and evidence of you being here.
Okay. And
that's a problem.
Why is it? No.
Tell me about your crush that has a boyfriend. See, since you told me that.
Why?
Since you told me that.
Why are you going there? Let's not.
I wanted to instantly. The moment you told me that you were feeling sad because your crush has a girlfriend.
I mean, yeah, it's not exciting.
I'm interested anyway. Tell me what happened. And how did you find out?
We used to talk a lot about it.
Okay.
But.
Sorry.
Okay, so how did I even find? Why are we talking? This is not what you said we were going to talk about.
I know.
Why, liar?
You said
that's right.
Put on the spot. I'm putting you on the spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I will do my own back.
Please don't.
All
right.
Okay, so how did I even find it? Oh yeah, I think she was doing her birthday or something. I know the way men usually post like they'll never post like, oh, happy birthday to the love of my life. No, except like there are men that out. There are men that do that. Actually, my hands don't stay in one place. I see your point.
Case in point. Yeah.
There are men that will be like, oh, happy birthday to the love of my life, blah, blah, blah. When am I talking about my crush on this?
Come on, it's a good way to hook people in.
Going on YouTube.
I know, it's fine, which is very normal.
Fine.
Vulnerability is fine.
Yeah.
It's safe space.
So, I know normally men will not do, oh, happy birthday to my girlfriend. They will not do that. But then there's a way a man will post a girl on her birthday. You know that's his girlfriend. So that was what happened. So he posted her on her birthday.
I'm finding out a lot of things about my gender today from you.
Oh, come on. Actually, he has never had a girlfriend then.
I have one.
No, you have not.
I have one.
Did she know she was your girlfriend?
That's very funny. I'm like, I'm going to punish you. See, guys, this is such a bully.
Okay, I do not. You guys, it's literally twice my size. And like 3/4. Or wait, no, I'm 3/4 is height. It's just like a quarter. Or... You know what? You get the point.
I don't think they do. I think as far as they know, you are acoustic as shit.
No. He's like, he's just a little bit taller than me. Like, we're almost the same height.
Okay. Actually. So, which is why exactly there's no way you can bully me, right?
Yeah, like I can't.
Oh, okay.
Say the truth.
So, I had a girlfriend.
Sure.
She knew about it.
Yes.
Because it lasted long enough.
Okay.
Right. I did not wear her down like Leonard did to Feyi.
Nobody believes you. You know that, right?
Please believe me. I'm not that desperate.
Nobody believes you. Don't worry.
Okay.
Like, and you know that thing they say about when you're shalaing too much, like it's already like
there's no shalaing. You accuse me of something. I'm trying to defend myself.
Oh, you're getting defensive. Calm down.
If you and I dated, please send me like a signature of like on a contract.
No, nothing for you, bro.
All right. So let's talk about what I actually brought you to talk about. And I think we'll start with the most obvious thing. And I'm going to accuse you since you already did that. I want to match. I want to match your freak. So let's do it like this. Girls, very funny people, right?
Yes, actually, women are very funny. Like good funny.
You mean like Amy Schumer, the funniest female comedian?
Who said? Who gave her that?
Netflix did after they gave her like over two specials. Anyways, I'm not here to dunk on female comedians. men are funny people, right? And the way you people read Smut is weird.
Is it?
Okay, now, as a man, and I'm familiar with what it means to be a man, being one myself, right? Father going in circles. I think that's too much. This
is what I'm saying.
It's like this guy Mark Zuckerberg saying, "I'm not a lizard. I'm a human being. I used to be human." Yeah, so much. When you want to watch people have sex, we prefer visual.
You see, I was about to make that point. Now say that.
I know. Let me cook.
Okay. Yeah,
let me cook. We don't care if Johnny Sins is a carpenter in this video. A teacher in the next video.
Johnny Sins is guy.
A mechanic, a plumber. We don't care. I don't even care if he somehow ends up as an astrophysicist and tells a girl that the stars are aligned inside her and he needs to get into her space with his telescope.
This is a lot of...
No,
it's very space. You've thought about this a lot.
No, I'm putting the plot into,
you've thought about
for you.
Plots a lot. That's what I'm saying.
I haven't. I'm a writer. I can do this thing in my sleep.
Why do I not believe you? I don't know. I just don't believe you.
Okay. We don't care. We can visualize our porn through videos, but you people need cues, and he growled and he snatched me and he did this. And if you had it so well, you could be in the classroom with someone reading the most violent piece of dark romance ever and they will show no emotion on their face. So why do you guys do this? Why can't you just do?
It's a matter of preference, okay? You guys need it to be handed to you. Like you want to see.
Are you calling us creatively lazy?
Yes, actually. You need it to be handed to you. You want to see it, like, you want to see exactly what it is. But like with reading it, you can picture it and it can be any picture you want. Also, and this is what my friend told me, guys, like it's not from experience. But
okay.
According to my friend.
Which is not you.
Which is not me.
So just to specify.
Okay. It's very clear.
Okay.
So according to my friend, it's nice because when you're watching it, they already have faces.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're reading it, you can put the face of anybody you like, and that's more fun for you. You can put the body. They can describe the body.
That's borderline creepy.
But that's just it's not
like borderline creepy.
No, it's not like I don't have to put a picture of somebody that I know. Like it's not like I'm imagining.
It doesn't make it any better. It's the fact that you have
like I can imagine my friend.
Your friend, okay.
My friend can imagine. My friend can imagine, anybody. Like maybe someone she just thinks is a perfect guy. And just imagine what his face would look like, what his body.
Why have you said like an awful lot about this friend of yours? She sounds very interesting.
Yeah, we're pretty close. We're pretty tight. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what she said, actually.
So basically, defense for why you people prefer Smut over visual con is that it's easy to kind of be the director and producer.
Period. Like you can do everything. Even all the things they are saying, they're just mouth suggestions. You can throw it away.
Okay, so but at the same time, the irony I find in this is that, as far as I know, you guys don't actually like most of these things that you read about. Like, okay, let me be more clear here. There's a book boyfriend, and there's a normal boyfriend. Like, imagine your boyfriend starts saying something like, and you want to call animal control on him.
Yes, I saw a Twitter thread about it, and then people were saying that you will see something like, he grabbed her by the neck and pushed her against the wall. And in your head, I mean, that's even still mild, but like in your head,
still mild. Compared to your friend that likes these things, I mean,
that compared to like the very bad things that they do, like the very bad things that you see, it's like probably like dark romance, like holding someone's neck is like one of these mildest things that all these like. Are you into it? If you went deep into what? Into what? Into what? Now let me make my point.
Okay, go on.
Like if you were there when Wattpad was Wattpad, like you will know that holding someone's neck and pushing them against the wall is mild. It's very mild work for Wattpad writers. Like they go like, so let's just imagine that that's what was said, but like you're reading it and it's nice because you're imagining it and it fits with the story and everything, but in person probably will not want that.
Why do you think that dichotomy is?
I don't know.
It's a very funny word.
It's because, yeah, I know, right?
For dichotomy.
Do you know another funny word that I do not like to use?
No.
Onus.
What's that?
Onus.
What does that mean?
Like the onus is on you. Like it's like saying it is your responsibility to do this. Like
I don't think I've ever heard anyone say onus before.
ONUS.
ONUS. I never heard it before.
Are you serious? Oh my god, I really wish I were you.
Replace the O with A, and I probably am familiar with what that.
Yeah, everybody knows that. Don't worry, we all know that. You don't have to.
Especially if you're a Wattpad reader, you would know the intensity of all of the holes in your body.
Anyways. Please,
Yeah.
me, I only used to read good things.
It's your friend.
Yeah, it's my friend that was reading all those other ones. Me, I used to read good things.
Why do you think it is that when people are reading, I know a friend, she's into tentacle porn. I really feel like they're dropping her right now.
Look, we were talking about my friend.
No.
Why are you...
She actually told me this.
No, I'm saying that like I don't believe it's your friend. I believe it's you.
No, trust me, I do not read my porn.
Why on earth would I trust you?
I don't know, because I have a choice. I like the visual. I like the video. Give me the video. I don't care about she smacked her and
Ukraine.
It's fine. So she told me that she likes tentacle smut and all this one with like a man with like 4 large slungs, and the girl has like 12 gigachild make mummies.
Okay.
I'm
not judging.
But there's
I
dark
don't understand
romance.
it.
And I think dark romance really, really pushes the boundary of what makes normal smut that is kind of slow paced and kind of euphemistic a little bit to the extreme of someone literally like devouring you, and like everything that is stopping them from doing everything bad to you is because cannibalism is illegal. They just... So how do you think people like... I think it's the same thing with normal corn. You go with mommy and daddy, and then you gradually gravitate towards...
I was going to say that it's the same way. And although I feel like with the one that women read, it's just very easy to understand that this is fiction. Like this is not like
Really?
even in the moment.
You don't
like,
think it is an unconscious desire?
I doubt that. I highly. I mean, my friend would say that. My friend.
Your friend really knows a lot about these things,
Yeah, like my friend.
I know what you are. I know what you are, Feyi.
Okay. Are you done?
But keep quoting your friend.
Yeah. So my
word for word.
Anyways.
Yeah.
My friend would say that, it's sometimes even it's just different. Like you, brother. You.
Feyi's friend. You, brother. Saka 2024. All right.
Like, no.
But, I won't say I grew up on Wattpad. But
Wattpad raised me. Like, see the way I'm not smiling. Like, I'm saying to straight.
I know. We've had this conversation before, and, I thought you should contact my therapist. I'm still thinking the same thing now. You grew up on therapist. If you grew up on Wattpad.
My memories are me staying up late in the night. Like,
tell them about the things you were reading in secondary school.
No. Anyways, staying up, and it's not even about the smut or anything like that. It's just Wattpad writers, like they'll literally come and say, "Oh my God, my soldiers have invaded my village. We've not had water. I'm so sorry, I have not updated the chapter. We've not had water for 3 weeks." You just know that this story is going to be banging. Once you see something like that, oh my God, we are.
Or the problem with Wattpad writers, sorry to cut you off, is that most of their projects are unfinished.
Yes, that is true. And
they disappear.
Which is why I only used to read stories that were complete. Like I would make sure I scroll and I'll make sure the story is complete. I made exceptions twice to that. There was this girl on Wattpad. I've mentioned her before. Kanye interrupted me. That was her name because it's like Kanye K.
I know was Kanye
interrupted me.
Oh.
So Kim. Do you get like Kim and Kanye? That was then. So it's like Kanye interrupted me, and she had like some stories that I liked. They were short stories, really nice, beautiful written. And she had one story she was writing, and because I had read almost everything she had published on Wattpad, I just felt like, I trust that she'll complete it.
What was your transition out of the Wattpad cubicle, to call it that?
I feel like my transition it's not even like something I really remember. I remember going into it. I remember what made me start reading Wattpad stories.
Yeah.
So I used to read novels, like a lot of novels. I had friends that would give me like 10 novels at once, and then I'll read and then give it back to them. So their moms had these novels at home, and then like I read so many novels. And then when it got to the point where it was like I didn't have anybody to exchange novels with anymore, I went online. I started reading Harley Quinn.
Yep.
Harley Quinn books.
This is the character.
No, Harley Quinn books, like they're like a publisher.
Okay, yeah.
They publish like novels and everything. I don't know if they specifically publish romance novels, but I know they publish novels and everything. So I went to their website and they had like this place for short stories that were free, and I read everything there. And then I went from there. I was looking for sites where I could read full novels for free. I found a couple. They've taken them down now. So I found a couple.
I have something to say here before you go on. You know how you said you hate being put on the spot because that gives you pressure? I think it is obvious to me and anyone with an ounce of brain cells more than 2 that you either have like multiple personality disorder, because you and that your friend that you've been talking about sound awfully similar in your choice of things that you've consumed and things that have led up to this moment.
And like we've been close for a long time. Okay, we've been close for a long time.
You and that your friend.
Yeah.
If any psychologist is watching this, I have a contact.
Okay. Anyways, what was I saying?
About all the books you consumed and transition.
So I got those websites and I used to read. I remember I used to read books on those, were different books. Can't really remember the writers or anything, but I know I used to read. Then I don't know, one day something just I don't know how I just stumbled on like a Nairaland forum. Probably where I was looking for a website to go and like go and read more novels. Someone just said, "Oh, Wattpad, you have stuff there," and I was like, "Oh, what's that?" So I downloaded it, and yeah, that was how I got into Wattpad.
Very good transition into talking about novels now. What do you think is your least favorite trope in novels? Don't you go first?
Oh, please go first, because actually I have an opinion on this, but I've forgotten it right now.
Your opinion on that?
Yes.
My least favorite trope in all of literature is white knight.
Yes, I really hate that.
I think Disney wrote that trend, that trope.
Which is why I like the US. I don't know if it's in US, but there's one Frozen that is really nice that I like.
Frozen 2?
Probably. Is that the new?
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, they kind of shifted away from this whole savior comes to save the girl thing.
I think I should just categorize it as savior complex.
Yeah.
That is the trope I hate the most in literature. It's some I think it's almost always in all genres, especially thrillers and romance. It's infested the romance genre. It's not even just books.
You're now boyfriend, poor killer.
They do that the most.
Do you get?
It's always the rich big boy and then the poor girl.
They want to pretend to be in a relationship and then later the guy. Oh, Jesus Christ.
So what's your own least favorite trope?
I won't say it's my list. It's the only one I can come up with right now. But I actually I'm not sure I like enemies to lovers.
Enemies to lovers?
I'm not sure I like.
Oh, you've pissed off like an entire generation of readers.
I'm not sure I like
Piss them off.
I'm not sure I like it.
Do you know what book talk is?
Oh, no. I don't use TikToks.
Book talk is like this segment of TikTok, which unfortunately I'm a member of because I like books, and it's where you end up where you like books. The amount of people that like enemies to lovers, I think if you see comments on such content, you just know that there's an audience out there yearning for something like this. Enemies to lovers is like Zuko and Avatar, if you know. Yeah, if they were homosexuals.
Yeah. I don't know. There's just something about it sometimes because I feel like enemies to lovers kind of feeds into this thing where they'll tell you when you were younger, like if a boy is bullying you and if a boy is like annoying you and just being annoying to you, he's pushing you, it's because he likes you. You know, people say that a lot. Like I know I hate.
I've also pissed up an entire fandom of anime, Naruto especially.
I heard lovers. A lot like, oh, if a guy is bullying you, if a guy is picking on you, it's because he likes you. And I feel like that enemies to lover kind of feeds into that because it's kind of like you are bullying me, and the way I feel about it is that you don't like me. So you can't now come around and be like, oh, I was doing that because I liked it. I also like, nah, I don't
enemies to lovers.
I don't like it.
Well, you know, it also ties into this troop of almost two opposing forces.
The thing is, I feel like if it is done right, like if it's not like we're not like enemies per se, probably we're just rivals. There's a difference between being rivals and being enemies.
So like difference between an antagonist and a villain.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a difference between if we're just rivals or like probably we are a business, we have like different businesses in the same market or something, and we are rivals. There's a difference between us being rivals and us being like enemies, like you're acting.
I'm out to get you is different.
You understand?
How to get that and how to get that too.
Exactly. We are trying to get a common thing, or like we're actually just like at each other's necks. Those are two different things. So I feel like the rivalry one, that one is still like, because as long as it's not like you have this personal vendetta against me, you do not have that. You just want what I want. So that's fine.
Does any book come to mind when you are talking about enemies to lovers that you don't like?
See, what's even coming to my mind? What book was that? I can't remember. Sorry. It was one Korean movie or series like that one of my roommates was trying to get me to watch, and it was just very irritating because the guy was just Jesus Christ. It was very irritating. I could not do that. I literally, she gave me to watch on her laptop. She was like, "Oh, you're going to love it because it's medical, like it's like set in a hospital." And then she was like, "Oh, you're going to love it. Yeah, you will enjoy it." So she gave me a laptop, and I just closed it and gave it back to her. I don't like it.
What about a trope you actually enjoy or you think is okay? Now, I like that opposing forces one, because I think it's almost like a recurring thing in human nature.
Oh, wait a minute. I just remembered one that I really, 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 really hate. And they usually do it in all these Christmas movies.
Look at the light shine up in your face.
Yeah,
I can see.
I hate it.
I don't think you like it at all.
It makes me want to like smash my TV or laptop or anything I'm watching it on.
I think they're called Hallmark
yes,
movies.
Hallmark movies.
Yeah.
The girl is like a boss. She has a job. Then she would leave and come to one village and now see one man that shovels snow to be able to eat. And then she will now realize that what Christmas is all about is not about being successful in the big city. It's about being close to home. And then she will quit her job. Now stay with the wretched ass. Okay.
No, you're getting there.
Now stay with the man.
Yeah.
I hate that thing so.
You know what? I think it's a matter of what kind of content you watch generally, because I know you were talking about Hallmark movies because the roles were reversed. It's usually the guy going to the countryside, to the village, and seeing one girl. Do you know a guy called Drew Gooden on YouTube?
No, I don't.
Okay, he reviews movies.
Okay.
He's part of this gang called His Corner. And,
I know that guy.
Gonzalez.
Doesn't he have like a kind of thing going on with him? Because my sister watches his content and she told
His Corner.
Yeah, that there's something going on with.
I don't know, but
with
I'm more of a fan of Drew Gooden and Dennis Gonzalez. So they all this.
I know Dan is a black guy.
Black guy.
Is he not?
No, it's not.
Oh, sorry, that's somebody else.
No, Dan is not. Dan is like this pretty boy on YouTube.
Oh,
he has like 5 million subscribers.
There's one black guy that my sister also watches, and his name sounds.
Yeah, but anyways, these Hallmark movies, they also, I think it's the problem with them is that it's almost all the same line, but they kind of go around it differently. But not even creatively so much that it's different from this one. You just slap the title on it, change the characters, change the cast a little bit, and then you end up with that. So you find these tropes also in books. Have you read Broken? Broken is like this new raging romance novel in Nigeria. It's kind of sucks that you have not read Broken. It's actually like a really good book.
Do you have it?
I'm trying to buy it, but
I actually don't even like it, but don't worry, I'll buy it. I don't like borrowing books from people anymore.
A good thing, because the books behind you are not for borrow.
Because I know if you ask me to borrow you my book,
fair enough. I think you told about an ordeal with someone you had put something on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oil.
So in Broken, the kind of smut there, it's a romance novel, but the kind of smut there is.
I saw it on Twitter.
By Fatima Bala.
Yes, I did. In fact, I wrote it down. I'm going to go to Sport Hub to get it.
It's actually good.
Yeah.
I rated it 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm going to.
The book is littered with Cliche. What I also hate about most novels is that I think the cliches are not exactly bad, because if you want to tell a story, it's almost like this thing you have to tell. But if you don't know how to creatively get around that, it just becomes like, oh, of course rain is falling. Of course they bumped into each other. And there was this thing for a while where bumping each other was thin. In After, bumping to each other. I think in Twilight also, for 50 Shades of Grey, bumping into each other. That's almost why can't they meet creatively like any other?
Oh, and there's this big thing when you're carrying books and then you bump it into each other, and then they start playing this song, and then your hair in the wind. And oh my god! I actually would not mind that in real life.
I mean, it's the romantic thing, but if it's overdone, it becomes like, let me guess.
Because it sells, because people like it. That's the reason.
I don't know. I mean, if you are someone
Something with them that is raining, and then you run outside to go and meet the person. Like somebody comes to your house and it's raining, and then you guys run and you meet each other outside, and then you kiss under the rain. Yeah, that's.
Do you know a lot about Nigerian authors? Have you read any Nigerian book recently?
I read Secret Lives. Sorry, yeah, Secret Lives.
Oh, about
That's the last. It's like I've put it on Do Not Disturb. You can see Do Not Disturb is on. I don't know why it's vibrating. You can put it so.
I'm going to just go to hold it. Or put it in my ass.
Don't call it that part.
Of course you wish. I watched I was on Twitter like I think last year. Do you know Dream, the guy that did their face reveal last year?
That's YouTuber,
Minecraft YouTuber.
Yeah. You know, I didn't know anything about him until he did that face reveal. Everyone was like, you should have.
You should have said mysterious.
That's bullying. You guys don't bully.
Yeah. The funny part about that bullying was that there was this comment. Oh god, man, Twitter is a weird as fuck. This guy on Twitter said, me when I say Dream is ugly, and then put the phone in my ass and put on vibrate with negative comments flooding in. And then there was a picture of an anime character with red face. Girl.
Oh my god, that
people were so weird on Twitter, man.
People are very weird on Twitter.
That was so funny.
People are very weird.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about Nigerian authors.
Yeah.
There's this ongoing discussion around their mental status that some of them are writing books instead of seeking therapy.
Yeah, I think there was even one thing I was talking to like she's my senior about, and then she was like saying we need happy African books. Like not everything can be about somewhere, not everything can be about hardship, not everything can be about like we know we are suffering. I am living in this place, like we know this is hell. Like not everything has to be about all our struggles, especially the ones that are not like particular like women, like okay, what women would.
God, I have actually read too many of that.
Do you get it's like marital rape, all of that, like abuse, all of that, like lying partners, cheating partners, all of those. Like we need happy stories. Like please, we need happy stories.
There's this guy. There's this book I read. The Video Daughter.
Okay.
I do not like that book at all. I think it's also like a lazy. There's this friend of mine called Praise. Every time I talk about the book, she just asks me to move on. But the fact is that I do not like the book. I think it's a cheap attempt to derive reading readership from appeasing to people's emotional side by talking about this rape and this. Because if you want to write a good book, there must be world building and character development and all of these things. But when it gets to the part where the plot is moving forward towards that plot of, grape, which is also what's called in book talk, grape, and corn, you know what you are. So I don't know. I feel like Nigerian authors, maybe they should just get like a committee and discuss about their mental status and stop writing books. There's a book called The Fisherman. Also, that one is also like sad as shit. I'm reading this one you mentioned. Secret Lives by Basegi's Wives, yeah. I think it's going towards that also. Don't spoil it for me.
I shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
Okay.
But tell me something that makes it like that.
Let me see. Secret Lives is just about a man. Now, the thing is,
kind of halfway.
Baba Segi was not. I wouldn't say it's like, when you think about abusive husbands, I don't know. Like, you wouldn't necessarily say he was abusive. Like, I think there are parts in the book where they talk about him like being forceful with like sleeping with his wives and everything. Like he's just like going really, really hard at it because he believes that is how you make children. Not necessarily like he's forcing them.
There was this girl, I'm not sure, I think it might have been the second wife or third wife that said Oh, the one that was cheating, the second wife.
Oh, 3 of them were cheating.
Really?
Yeah,
I've not seen the third.
Oh no, 3 of them were cheating.
Okay.
It was the only one that didn't cheat was the last one, Bala or something. I mean Bala.
Yeah. So anyway, Trope said when Baba Shege will finish thumping her bosom into her chest, she will go to the meet the last guy and get some. That was wild.
So like he did that, and also he was just a very weird man actually, like just a weird man.
What kind of books do you like to read? There are basic literature which are like consumable by every grade of reader, and they're like books that are not so good for everybody, which is basically like almost all of Russian literature. They are hard and dark and grim. Dostoevsky, Tolstoy, this guy that wrote Gulag Archipelago, Alexander Solzhenitsyn, all of them, they are grim literature writers. But then this Baba Shegi's son, I think the author was at least poetic in a choice of words. And I like that a little bit. I like that a lot compared to just bland and I bent and I sat down. That was basically My Sister's a Serial Killer, that book, which was just...
I liked the way she wrote. Like it was really, really, really nice. Really nice. And it's kind of like Chimamanda. When you think about the way Chimamanda also writes, like Chimamanda is also very poetic with her writing and everything. And
I think it was not exactly, maybe not particularly, but sometimes it is what sets aside creative writers from writers.
Yes. Like the ability to just like really imagine, and what you're imagining, you can put it into like words and really write and describe what you're thinking.
And figures of speech too.
Yeah.
Like thumping my bosom into my chest.
That was
just know Baba Sek is going at it. You just know he's a madman down there. I like it. What book have you read recently? We're almost done, so.
I already told you, Secret Lives is
That was last.
I read it like, I think I bought it 4 months ago or something. That was the last.
How long does it typically take you to finish reading it?
Oh, I read it in one sitting.
In one sitting?
Yeah, I just sat down and I read it. It's not a lot.
The highest I've gone this year is read 5 books in a month.
Like if I am going to read, because I do not really get a lot of time to read. So once I buy it, I sit with it and read it and finish it. I read it in one sitting. It's not a lot now.
What do you mean it's not a lot? The font is tiny.
So it's not a lot, and I really enjoyed it. And it was really nice. It was really interesting.
I think I'm on my 5th attempt at reading it, and I've been chopping it up to 2 hours, 1 hour, 2 hours.
No, it's like I sat and then then I can get up, go and get something to eat. Just.
I don't read like that. Sometimes it's before I sleep, and that's like 1 hour.
No, like I will not sleep until I'm done. That's the thing.
The only book I read that way, and I'll not stop talking about it and stop releasing it, is When We Were Fireflies by Abubakar and Ibrahim. If you read that book, oh my, that book swept me up.
No, the thing is, I feel for me to be reading a novel, there are only 2 things that can make me pick up a novel and then drop it and be like, I'll continue reading later. Maybe it's not very interesting. If it's not very interesting, then I'll just be lazy with it. But even though it's just like maybe like 2 times, I'll finish it.
Yeah.
Or if I'm annoyed, like I'm just annoyed, I'm not interested, like I don't like where this story is going, I'll just drop it.
You ever get back to it?
Sometimes when I'm like very bored, I can go back to it.
Let's talk more about Fireflies. I love that book. I feel like if I want to talk about it fully, I'll probably have to set like another podcast session, because there's so many things. I like the magical realism in it. And this is exactly what makes me feel like reading that kind of books is very, very subjective to reader's experience, because the level of description, that trip they took, and how they were describing their experience on the road.
You see, many times, like, I'm not going to lie, there are some parts that once I already started describing something again, I'll just use my eyes to just go and get to
I stayed there.
No, I feel like just probably later, like I don't even know if I'm trying to like get through the book.
Yeah.
Sometimes all of those descriptions, like I just use my eyes to just go by. I was like, okay, what's the idea? What does the writer want me to know? And then I'll just pick it up. Okay,
that was me reading.
We're going this direction.
I did not come to it by chance.
I've not read.
By that Patricia. Oh, that book is funny.
I have a list of.
I have it. What is this talking about? I have them.
I don't do. I'll buy mine. I don't want to. Okay. I don't want to start something that I won't be able to finish. Yeah.
How many books have you read this year, would you say?
How many books have I read this?
If you were to estimate.
if I had to estimate, you want me to count my school book?
No, don't be my academic. I'm trying to move past that.
Okay, this is I think I've read 5.
5.
That's very poor, actually. I know, but it's not my fault. Like, I planned to read a lot more. I've actually not read a lot of books since the last year I had to actually sit down and read books was probably
Feyi, give us a number.
2022. I've said 5 now.
5.
Yes,
I'll show it early.
it's 5. See, even myself, I'm sad about it. As you can see, I'm
Yeah.
very sad about
I mean, you started with your story of reading an entire library, and now you're just reading 5.
I'm just reading 5. Like,
I understand that.
I'm not.
I think it's also why I'm slow with my books these days. 1 hour, 2 hours, 1 hour, 2 hours. I'm reading like 2 in a month. I miss my old self.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, do you know the first time someone gave me Harry Potter, there was this boy in my area too that we used to exchange books and everything. I wasn't even exchanging books with him. Okay, I used to get books from my friends from school, and then I'll give him, then he'll give me his own books. So we're just going around like that. So he was the first person. In fact,
So we're lying.
no, I always told him that it wasn't mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The first Harry Potter book I read was Harry Potter 5. That's Order of the Phoenix. 5 is Order of the Phoenix. That was the first, and it was this big, like, Order of the Phoenix is a lot. And then my mom saw it with me. She was like, "She Bible ni." I was like, "No, it's not Bible. It's a story book." But the mark, why not? I sat with this book. I read it. I was not for like 3 days. I did not sleep.
I think JK already knows how to consume you.
3 days I did not sleep. I was just reading like, oh my god. And then I think that's when Dumbledore died now. Yeah.
Stop.
Have you not watched it? You've read it now.
Yeah, but I forgot most of the plots because I like the movie adaptation. But
Yeah, the movie adaptation is not too shabby actually. A lot of people talk down on it, but then please, it's a magical book. They were flying on broomsticks.
and it's one of the first of its kind. If we are talking about the transition from things like Lord of the Rings into things like that. Speaking of fantasy, well, I don't want to talk about it because the fantasy genre, especially the adaptation right now, is a dying genre. Not the books, the adaptation. Rings of Power and House of Dragons. The entire season 2 feels like a filler episode because nothing happens.
Yeah, everyone has been saying that.
Yeah, it's just I'm tired of standing around. Then starts around. Okay, you don't share it now. Do something. Then the last scene of season 2 was just them preparing for battle. So I was like, just tell me to wait for season 3 at this.
This could have been
Nothing
a
happens. Yes, now. It feels like an episode of Naruto where it's just backstory of some guy that was thrown a rock at and now he's a villain. I'm not sharing now.
Also, there's this thing where people are trying to. Okay, this is actually very off point. I'm realizing that now, but I didn't fine. Okay, so I'll see it through.
Yeah.
You know this thing where I try to make villains look like, oh my god, the reason it became
Misunderstood villain.
Yes, I do not like it. I like people that are just wicked.
Of course, since you are one yourself. Well, of course, what about wickedness?
I'm just wicked for like okay, like I have nothing to gain from this. My parents loved me. Okay, I was fed, I slept well, like I was raised right.
Simple.
Yes, I have.
The big guy. That's who you're describing right now.
And my life was great. Like I enjoyed myself a lot. I just choose to be wicked. Yes, that is what. And I'm usually on the villain side.
Let's describe one. Put that person both. You know there are 3 villains there.
Mm-hmm.
The girl with 3 ears.
I can only remember the last one with Death or something.
Yeah, Death is the wolf.
Yeah, Death is the wolf.
The big boy, the one that wants all the magic to himself, is also one.
Oh yes, that was the one with the magic bills.
Now,
yeah.
Then the other villain is the girl with 3 beers.
I can't remember that. I know I've watched everything, but I can't remember.
Yeah, that one is trying to get some. Basically, there are 3 different villains there. Death is just death. I'm just bad because we are misusing life, and I want to kill you, and that is it. So that was driving the plot forward. And then the guy that had like a good childhood, he was fine. He was fed with. It was more fat because it was not like he was starving and he had to learn the bad ways. No.
I like stories like don't start telling me about they killed his father. Like, okay.
You know what? Oh God, I think I'm too much of a nerd. Kung Fu Panda 4. The Chameleon.
I can't remember, but I know I've watched it.
Man.
I've watched it. I can't remember.
I think I'm going to have like a geek episode of just talking about movies where I'm just dunking on most of these misunderstood villains and hardly written protagonists.
I do know the one that pissed me off the most was even Thanos. When they were like, oh, he's trying to save the world, because if we keep going on like this, we are going to be too many, and he has to kill half. I mean, it's the hard work, and he has to do it because the Avengers are too nice to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's a point, but like, why are you making it seem like Thanos was reasonable? I mean, I'm not saying killing half of the population was reasonable, but like, why are you giving him reason? Why can't it just be bad? Like, just make him bad.
Most like, you don't need redemption arcs.
There's no need for any of that. Let them be evil. Like, let them.
I want to make another Naruto reference, but I think I'm tired of anime references at this point, so I'll just stop.
Evil, like that's fun. I like that. Love it.
I bet you don't. So, what book? I think this is the last question I have for you because we're out of time. What book are you looking forward to reading?
I'm really looking forward to reading Broken. That's one.
You love it.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward, because after everybody keeps saying it's great.
If I have to say, I have a distaste for I'm not going to spoil it, but it is good. There's cliche and there's too much yapping.
And there is this book
it's fine.
My sister told me about something about Ayu. I can't remember. It was this man that married his first wife. She didn't have kids. Then he married the second one. And I think maybe that one had a kid. Oh no. He married his first wife, but not.
Stay with me.
Yes.
I have read it.
I know that book is going to make me mad. It's going to make me very angry. But like, I want to read it.
It's oh god.
I know that
Ayobami knows how to write.
He's going to make that.
She's a brilliant writer.
Very, very mad. But I want to read it.
Also sad and funny. The book was also crude. Crude, not in a way of salt-born Netflix kind of crude that's trying to be edgy and raunchy, but like in a way that it fits in with the nature of the atmospheric situation. Like, things are tense. Why should I say F you when I can say,
Yes.
Yeah. So it's cool in that way that aligns well with the plot. So you should read it. I could relate it to you, but I wouldn't because you don't want to.
Okay.
Anyways, we are out of time. So this is the part where I say thank you very much for commenting on the show and bullying me in the first few minutes.
That's not true. Don't lie. Stop lying. I'm calm, cool, calm, collected.
Right, you look the part. So, thank you very much, guys, for joining me. If you have like a favorite book, let me know in the comment section. I'm going to engage in a conversation with you about why that book is bad and shouldn't. It's something different. I'm not going to just comment below, like the video, share with your friends, and come back for the next episode. See ya.
Bye.